The court of public opinion is in session. Double standards in US politics this week, so grab the popcorn as we take a look at Joe Biden's, I was going to say latest blunder, but there's been actually a few since then, and how the handling of it is further proof that the court of public opinion has double standards depending on which side of politics that you're on. Oh, the court of public opinion. I love you and I hate you sometimes. As the US president, Mr. Biden himself is embroiled in a classified documents scandal. What? Weren't we only talking about this a few months ago with the other guy? You know, the big orange one? The story thus far: 6 days before the US midterm elections, Biden's personal lawyers unexpectedly found classified documents from his time in the Obama administration at the Penn Biden Centre think tank in Washington, D.C., where he had an office after his vice presidential term. Interesting. While the records were handed back to the National Archives immediately, it took until January 9 for Biden's lawyers to make the discovery public, and they only did so after the media got wind of the story. But even then, they admitted the fact that additional documents were also found in the garage of the Biden home in Wilmington, Delaware on December 20. You know, like a garage where you put your power tools and paint and your bikes and you park your car that anyone has access to, including his own son who was living there for a while. We all know about him and his laptop. Ooh. Images I wish I've never seen. Damn me and my curiosity. Yeah, it wasn't until January 12, after further media reports, that Biden's lawyers confirmed that only a small number of additional classified documents were found at 2 locations in the president's home. And the key thing is small documents. That's what they're really pushing here, because here's the kicker and the big question, or questions. What did the documents contain? Was national security compromised? Who had access to them? What drove the initial search at Biden's old office in the first place? Why did the White House wait several months to disclose the material that had been found? And have there been any more searches? And of course, how is this double standards? The reason for this segment. It's double standards because we saw how Trump was treated when classified documents were found in his home. Now, whatever you do, don't conflate this as support for Trump. It's simply addressing the issue of double standards in the media. Well, in life, really. Everywhere. In politics, life, media. The media went after Trump big time. Politically, the Biden administration used this as a smoking gun and sent the FBI in. Even Biden went on TV, I think it was like the US equivalent of 60 Minutes, saying, you know, how could you do this? How could you be so... I'm paraphrasing. I can't remember the interview in full, but it was on the lines of, how could you be so stupid to have leave classified documents in your home? That's going to blow back in his face. Now, of course, there are many differences between Trump's case and Biden's case, both in terms of the smaller number of documents in the president's possession compared to Trump, and the fact that Biden's lawyers handed over the material as soon as they were found. But fundamentally, the underlying truth is that they both had classified documents when they should not have. So, FBI investigation for Trump, but no FBI investigation for Biden. Double standards. But here's what we really need to go. Regardless of whether there was hundreds of documents in Trump's case or just a smaller number in Biden's case, the US Espionage Act states that anyone who, through gross negligence, allows sensitive material to be removed from its proper place of custody or delivered to anyone in violation of his trust or to be lost, stolen, abstracted, or destroyed could face a fine, a 10-year minimum jail term, or both. Let's see how this pans out and see how double standards come into play when it comes to the prosecution of both Trump and Biden on the issue of having classified documents at home for both of them. If they were smart, Biden will probably. They should both just be dropped. Both be dropped, because it's going to be egg on the face for both of them, and both of them are going to use it to their advantage come the next election. Crazy stuff.
The Troy Murphy Show.